Hi guys, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my cooking channel. I know it's been like a million years since I last posted a video. I'm in a new kitchen. There's been some health issues, not only me, but my boyfriend and my dad and everybody, it seems. So it's been a minute since I've had time to actually sit and be able to post anything. Today we're actually gonna make a quick video because I'm craving some cold brew coffee from Starbucks. I don't really wanna leave the house right now. So we're gonna make a copycat Starbucks recipe. I almost said join me in my kitchen as I cook, but I don't really think making simple syrup is cooking, but join me in my kitchen anyway. So if you're not like me and you don't have all these different syrups for your coffee because you're completely addicted, and that's my coconut, not coconut, that's my cocoa powder, then I'm gonna teach you right now how to make a simple syrup. For my simple syrups, we're making two. I'm gonna use equal parts of water and sugar. I'm using purified water. You don't have to. You can use tap water. The tap water here tastes kind of funky, so I don't want to use that. I'm using pure vanilla extract. I have my cocoa powder here. I have almond extract, and I also have coconut extract, which apparently we need, but not so sure about that. So I'll taste it and see before I add that. Okay, we're gonna start our simple syrups. So here I have a cup of water. Turned on my ranges. They're both at 8. And here I have another cup of water. Oops, I guess that one was on there for a while. And I'm going to put 1 cup of sugar in each. This is just a basic simple syrup recipe. So to make simple syrup, like if you wanted to make just a sweetener for iced teas or for iced coffees without any flavor, this is it. A cup of sugar to a cup of water. So equal parts of sugar and water. You can make as much or as little as you want. And just stir it. You don't want it to boil necessarily. You just basically want it to cook down so the sugar melts. And we're gonna let that happen. It shouldn't take too long. But we're gonna let that happen before we add our vanilla and our other flavors. Simple syrups are done. I put it down to 5. So it's on medium heat, and you just stir until that sugar melts. And I'm just gonna take it off the heat. Let's put them over here so I can be next to each other. And in this one here, I'm just gonna add my vanilla. So this is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So it's easy to remember. It's 1, 1, and 1, right? 1 teaspoon vanilla extract to 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water. And that's basically it here. The other one, I think I'm gonna use a whisk. So for the Irish cream, I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of vanilla, just like before. And I'm gonna put 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. And I think I am gonna use the coconut extract. 1/4 teaspoon of the coconut extract, just because I don't really like the almond extract smell. It gives me a headache. I mean, I like it, but it's too strong for me. So I'm adding to that 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, and I'm gonna stir this up until all those clumps of cocoa powder are gone, and then I'm gonna let these cool. I'm gonna let these cool all the way down before I start making my cold brew. I can't wait. Okay, we're done with the syrups. So this is the homemade Irish cream. This is the homemade vanilla. And this is the store-bought. This is the Starbucks version of the Irish cream syrup. They smell practically identical. I would have used a little bit less of the almond, just because it's me. I don't know. I like almonds, I like almond extract, but I don't at the same time. Okay, so into my glass, I put 2 pumps, so 1 tablespoon of the Irish cream. And now I have my cold brew. You can brew this yourself or just buy the store-bought kind. I'm gonna put it up to there. And then I'm gonna get some ice into it. Now this is my own glass, so I can use my hands for my glass. I did wash my hands prior to that, but I know people get all offended. People get offended that you talk too much, but it is what it is. So that essentially is just a regular cold brew. Now we're gonna make the cold foam. The cold foam, let me put this aside before I use the wrong one, is made with vanilla syrup. So I'm gonna get my little measuring cup, and I'm gonna put some heavy whipping cream. Now, if you want, you could just use heavy whipping cream alone. I'm gonna use, like they do, heavy whipping cream and then some milk. To our heavy cream and milk mixture, which should be a 1/4 cup, but I might have put a little bit more. I'm gonna put 2 pumps or a tablespoon of vanilla simple syrup. Now, if you have one of these little things, the milk frother, it makes this very easy. If you don't have a milk frother, you can use a dry whisk and just whisk it for about 2 minutes. I'll show you a hack later on how to whisk that easier so you don't kill your forearms. But right now, we're just gonna whisk this away. Make sure you aerate it. This, you don't want it to turn into whipped cream, which it really won't because you put milk in there, not just the heavy whipping cream. But you want it to sit on top, like the cold foam, like the cold foam when you go to get a Starbucks drink, because that makes it pretty. So you want it to double. This has done more than that because of the aeration. So you see that's very fast. And then we're gonna pour it, but before we pour it, I wanna stir. Not that I really needed to do that, but I wanna stir. And then pour it in. See, some of it already started turning. Ah, it's gonna spill. Look how beautiful that looks. Just take a moment to look at that beautiful swirling. And now we're gonna top it with as little or as much cocoa powder. Make sure you use a good cocoa powder. And that's it, guys. Our own cold brew. And I just got some all over here. Oops. So now it's time to taste my creation here. As you can see, I'm gonna bring this down here. I kind of exaggerated with the cold foam. I whipped it a little too long, but it still works. Let's see. It's so good. It really tastes just like the Irish cream at Starbucks. So you don't have to go broke buying syrups. You can just make your own. And look at that. So good. I can't forget, before I go, you can brew your own cold brew at home. Get a cup of coffee grounds. You want to make sure they're for the French press, not finely grounded or anything like that. Coarse coffee grounds. Stick them in 4 cups of water, and you can put them in a Tupperware or in, I have up there somewhere. I have a, right there actually. Boom. I have a cold brew system, but clearly I haven't used it. It was a gift. I've just been using my French press. So instead of a cup, I use a 1/4 cup and then just, 1 cup of water. But you can stick it overnight in the fridge and then make sure you get all the coffee grounds out of there, run it through a strainer a couple times so you don't have those grounds at the bottom. And then there's your cold brew, and you can mix up your drinks like that. Or you can just buy the store-bought ones. Super cheap and easy. Anyway, hope you have a good day. Bon appetit.